Good morning, students. Welcome to the lesson today is use of dictionary. So now look at the screen and read the sentences given here. Do you find any difficulty in understanding these sentences? Okay, let us look at the words underlined on which we are focusing now. The first word is salivate. The second word plethora. Third one mitigate. So now take the first sentence. See, think about what to do. First, use the context. I want to guess before going to use the dictionary. So now you can see the first sentence. A hungry dog began to salivate when saw the meat on the table. Okay, here the difficulty word is salivate. So, what is the meaning of that salivate? If you want to see the dictionary, before going to the dictionary, just try to understand the word. That hungry dog began to salivate. So here the salivate means when it has started salivating when it saw the meat on the table. So obviously any person who sees a good food will get the uh, will get start salivating. That means they get the feeling of eating that food. So in the same way the hungry dog also starts uh, salivating. Salivating means the saliva flowing from the mouth. So we can guess the meaning of that word according to the context. So in the same way, if you go to the second sentence, the forum was a grand success as it had generated a plethora of ideas. So here the difficulty word is plethora. So what do you mean by plethora? So can we guess the word from the context? So here the forum was a grand success. Forum means it is a discussion between the persons or a group of people. So it was a grand success as it had generated a plethora of ideas. So when a group of people meet, they'll get many ideas. That means here the meaning of the plethora is many or various kinds of different ideas. So when a forum gathers, they'll automatically get many ideas. So here the simple meaning of the word plethora is many or different types. Okay, when coming to the third sentence, many investors sell off their stocks during crisis, thinking that this will mitigate their losses. So here the word is mitigate. So what do you mean by the word mitigate? So mitigate if you read the sentence once again, many investors sell off their stocks during crises, thinking that this will mitigate their losses. So here it is quite difficult for us to grasp the meaning of that word. Maybe mitigate. So let us find this kind of difficulty words from the dictionary. So that is how we use the dictionary. So whenever we want to know the meaning of a particular word, we definitely use the dictionary. So now coming to the meaning of the dictionary. So what is the meaning of the dictionary? So according to Oxford English Dictionary, the meaning of the word dictionary is it is a book which explains different types of words. The words are listed in alphabetical order. It is primarily a book of reference. It is simply supplies many meanings and spellings. It has a wealth of information. The language, the words will differ from one language to another language. So we can have many words in a dictionary pertaining to the particular language. Right. So the dictionary is primarily a book of reference. we use generally the dictionary to know the meanings and also the spellings of the difficulty word. So for certain words we don't know the spelling. So in the same way, it gives information on different types of words and information related to a particular word. And it also records the changes in the vocabulary from earlier days to the present days. We can find many changes in vocabulary. So all those changes will be recorded in dictionary. So now let us try to know what are the different types of dictionaries that we can find. So generally we have first type of dictionary is the general dictionary. So general dictionary is the common dictionary that we use to know the meaning of a particular word. And the second type is the specialized dictionary. Specialized dictionary is different from general dictionary. So the way it contains the words which are specific to particular field. For example, that picture on this slide shows a dictionary related to a medical student. So in the same way, engineering students will use the dictionary which is having technical words. So in the same way, biological students use the dictionary, the words related to biology. So the third category of the dictionary is etymological dictionary. So etymological dictionary is a dictionary which gives the origin of the words. So for all the words, there are some roots from which language that word has come. So all those things will be given by the etymological dictionary, and it describes the origin and evolution of the word. For example, we can have the Oxford Dictionary of English Etymology. It uh, depicts the origins of the words. And the fourth type of dictionary is the illustrated dictionary. So illustrated dictionary is a dictionary where you can find the pictures. With the help of the pictures, you can understand, you can know the meaning of that particular word. And the next dictionary is the reverse dictionary. So reverse dictionary helps the reader to find the appropriate word with the help of the description or the concept of the particular word. The example is Oxford Reverse Dictionary. And coming to the bilingual dictionary. So bilingual dictionary explains the words from one language to another language. For example, the picture shows the dictionary from Spanish to English. So that means there are two words but related to two languages. And the next category is rhyming dictionary. So rhyming dictionary uh, is a dictionary where the words are arranged in such a way that uh, the classes of words are arranged in such a way that they rhyme with each other. It is particularly useful for those people who are writing poetry or lyrics. Merriam-Webster's dictionary is a good example of rhyming dictionary. And coming to the next category is monolingual dictionary. So unlike bilingual dictionary, this dictionary will have the explanation as well as the word in the same language. For example, if you take Spanish dictionary, uh, Spanish monolingual dictionary, the words are given in Spanish language and the explanation is also given, the meanings are also given in Spanish language. So that is monolingual dictionary. And coming to thesaurus. So it is a dictionary of synonyms and antonyms. So you can find all the synonyms and antonyms of a particular word in the thesaurus. In the electronic dictionary. Electronic dictionary nowadays we can find uh, on the web online dictionary or also in the form of apps. We can install the apps in the mobile phone and you can see the meanings of the difficulty words. So it is a type of digital dictionary. And next one is idioms dictionary. So idioms dictionary where you can find metaphorical meaning of an idiom. For example, here it is given a scholastic dictionary of idioms. So in the same way, there are other types of idioms dictionaries like Longman Pocket Idioms Dictionary. And the next category is pronunciation dictionary. So pronunciation dictionary helps us to know the phonetic transcription of a particular word. It helps to know the pronunciation of particular word. So nowadays you can find the pronunciation in on online also. So on online dictionary we can find we can hear the pronunciation of the word. And the last category is encyclopedia dictionary. So encyclopedia dictionary describes or takes a wide range of words or topics. They are arranged in alphabetical order. So now, did you understand what are the different types of dictionary that are available present days? So you can see that there is a general dictionary, there is specialized dictionary, etymological dictionary, illustrated dictionary. So where you can you can know the meaning of the words by viewing the picture. The same way reverse dictionary, bilingual dictionary, rhyming dictionary, monolingual dictionary, and there is the thesaurus where you can find the antonyms and synonyms of that word. Electronic dictionary, that is the digital form of the dictionary. Idioms dictionary, pronunciation dictionary, and encyclopedia dictionary. So now coming to the next topic, that is why we should use dictionary. So most probably nowadays we use dictionary especially to know the difficult types meanings. That is the most important function of the dictionary, for which we commonly consult it. It is the finding of the meaning of a word. So a dictionary explains all the possible meanings of a word. Now dictionary is also useful to check the spelling of a given word. So if you don't know the spelling of a particular word, dictionary is very much helpful to know the spelling. You can learn the spellings of a given word in British English. If there is a difference in spelling in American English, some dictionaries will give the spelling of the same word in American English too. For example, the spelling of the word color. In one dictionary you can find COLOR. In another dictionary you can find COLOUR. So that is without using U is the American dictionary. In American dictionary you can find no U. And coming to the syllabification, dictionary also helps us to know the to divide the word into syllables. So syllable is a unit of word that consists of a vowel sound in a word. It helps us pronounce the word. The syllable helps us to pronounce the word. A dictionary tells us how a word can be broken into different syllables. There are some words which contain only one syllable. They are known as monosyllabic words, and bisyllabic words. In the same way, there are words which contain 3 syllables, 4 syllables, like that. And dictionary is also useful to know the pronunciation of a word. So the pronunciation of a word is given between the slant marks in phonetic transcription. It tells us how to pronounce the word and its forms. Dictionary is also useful to check the parts of speech of a word. So that means to which part of speech that particular word belongs to, whether it is a noun or whether it is a verb or adjective or adverb. So what kind of word it is, that we will understand only with the help of dictionary. Dictionary is also useful to know the parts of speech of that particular word. Okay. For example, if you observe this screen, so here the word accumulate is given. With the help of the dictionary you can find the various features of the word accumulate contains in the dictionary. So this here you can find the symbol of sound. So if you click that sound, you can hear the pronunciation of the word accumulate. So actually this picture has been taken from online. So it is showing, uh, it can give you the pronunciation. You can hear the pronunciation from that online. And this the part of speech to which this word belongs to is verb. So here you can know the meaning of the verb accumulate, and what are the different parts of speech, or what are the different verb forms of that accumulate. So it is a verb, it contains three different forms: accumulated, accumulated, participle is also accumulate, accumulating. The meaning is gathered together or acquire an increasing number or quantity of. So it is the meaning. And the etymology, the word etymology. This word has been taken from Latin. So in this way, if you so if you look at the dictionary, you can find different features of the word in this dictionary. And what are the other functions? Not only meaning and pronunciation, knowing the spelling, there are other usages, other functions of the dictionary. That is usage. You can find several examples on how to use a word in a phrase or in a sentence. So a particular word is given in the form of a sentence. That is the usage. And collocation. Next one is collocation. Collocation is sequence of two or more words that go together. You should learn collocations to make your English sound fluent. If you know the collocations of the particular word, you can enrich your vocabulary. Like for example, if you take the word beauty, the collocations that can be formed with the help of the word beauty is beauty parlor, beauty spot, beauty sleep, beauty queen, beauty contest. All these are the collocations. And what are the other forms of the word that can be known with the help of dictionary? For example, a word will have adjective form, adverb form, adverb, like for a noun form. For example, if you take the word happy, the happy, uh, the adverb form of the word happy is happily. Happiness is the noun form. So like that, various other forms of the word can be known with the help of the dictionary. And it gives the origin of a word through etymology. The etymology of the word will be understood with the help of the dictionary. For example, if you take the word paisama. So paisama has been taken from a Urdu word. That means this paisama is included in English language, which has been taken originally from the Urdu word. Okay, and phrasal verbs. With the help of dictionary, we can also know what are the phrasal verbs. So phrasal verbs are the verbs which are formed, when one verb is added with any adverb or preposition, that will uh, give phrasal verb. For example, go through. Go is the verb and through is like preposition. When a verb is added to preposition, go is the verb and preposition is through is the preposition, go through. So like that, we can understand the phrasal verbs. And idioms. So idioms are the expressions which have figurative meaning. The idioms give the literal meaning of the idiom is different from what we speak in general usage. Like it's raining cats and dogs. So that is a idiom. It's raining cats and dogs means heavily raining. It is heavily raining. So she is the apple of my eye. Apple of my eye is the idiom where the most lovely person. I mean the person whom I like very much. So that is the apple of eye. So these are all other functions of the dictionary. And now you understood what's the meaning of dictionary, when to use the dictionary, and what are the different types of dictionaries available, and what are the uses of dictionary, and what are the other functions of dictionary. So now try to go through these exercises and try to complete the exercises. First is one is arrange the following words in alphabetical order. So, try to understand that the words are arranged in alphabetical order in the dictionary. So you have to rearrange these words as you find them in the dictionary. So like autograph, autonomy, autobiography, automatic, autopsy. So try to rearrange all these words in alphabetical order. And the second one is find out the meanings of the following words. So here I have given you some words. So there are difficulty words. So you can find these meaning of the words by with the help of the dictionary. Use the following phrasal words in your own sentences. So a set of phrasal words are given here. So with the help of dictionary, or you can write in your own sentences. Add up, blow out, dress up, look after, grow up, lockdown. All these are the simple phrasal words. You can easily uh, frame the sentences. And fourth one is use the following idioms in your own sentences. Better late than never. So it is a common idiom used by many people. And the second one is under the weather. So these are the two idioms. Try to find the meaning and write them in your own sentences. And now coming to the important topic, that is how to locate a word in the dictionary. So you can find the word in the dictionary with the help of two words. They are called as guide words. These guide words are present on the top of every page of the dictionary. So here there are two guide words you can see on the screen. The first one is waiting game. This is the first guide word. It is towards the left corner, and the second guide word is the walk. It is towards the right corner. So all the words whose information are given on this page lie within these two words. So that means all the words that fall within these two words will be given in this page. So with the help of these two guide words you can locate the word. So dictionary helps very much in improving your language. So dictionary is a very handy tool in order to enrich your vocabulary. So vocabulary can be acquired when you talk with other people, while you indulge yourself in conversations, by listening to the radio, or by watching TV, and also by watching audio tracks, your favorite songs, English songs. You can watch Hollywood movies. Uh, Sometimes in the beginning you can watch the movies having subtitles. So later on you can watch the Hollywood movies without subtitles, so that you can develop your listening skills. And also you can develop reading skills by reading the stories or magazines, news articles. By reading all those things you can improve your reading skills. And also finally the regular use of dictionary is also very much helpful in enriching your vocabulary. So now here I have provided some questions. Uh, they are dictionary mysteries. So that means only if you go through the dictionary, or with the help of the dictionary only, you can find the answers. So take the dictionary, with the help of the dictionary find the answers for these questions. First one is, what type of animal is wren? A zither is a musical instrument. Would you pluck it or blow into it? If you were on a big brick, what type of vehicle would you be riding? And does a jackal look like a dog, a horse, or a walrus? The fifth question is, on what part of your body would you wear glasses? Sorry, the spelling mistake. What color is the emerald? How are an emu and a grouse alike? Is an impala a mammal, bird, insect, or fish? Okay, so these are the dictionary mysteries. Find the answers for these questions with the help of the dictionary. So now let us quickly go through what we learnt in this lesson. Okay, dictionary is very much useful for us when you want to know the meaning of the words. It is a reference book which helps us to find the meanings of the words. So dictionary, the words are arranged in the dictionary in a plan. Each and every dictionary has its own unique plan. Read first a few pages of the dictionary to understand the dictionary. Okay, and the functions or the basic uses of the dictionary are to know the meaning, spelling, pronunciation, and parts of speech. The other functions of the dictionary are usage of the words, etymology, and okay, how to locate the word in the dictionary. With the help of guide words, you can find out the meaning of the word. And collocations. Okay. Inflections, some other functions are there. With the help of dictionary, we can. Okay, don't forget, but finally, don't forget to use the regular dictionary in a regular way. It is not enough to know only what a word means. One, one must be able to use it in conversation and writing. So you need to know the exactness of the word. Ability to choose and use the right words depends upon the range of one's vocabulary, and this will be adequate only if opportunities are taken to refer good dictionaries. Sometimes words change their meanings. For example, there are many variants for the word kill. So, the robbers killed him is in one variant, and he was murdered in cold blood. So, that is one more variant of the word kill. All the sheep were slaughtered. So, that is also a variant of kill. So, uh, try to use the dictionary in proper way and enrich your vocabulary. Thank you very much.